The present administration in Nigeria is intensifying efforts to harness the vast and rich cultural heritage in the country by gradually repositioning the tourism sector to be the driver of the Nigerian economy. Tourism cannot effectively flourish without the cultural components. The desire to position culture and tourism as the lever of Nigeria's economic growth and development rests with the Ministry of Information and Culture, and it must plan to mainstream both sectors into a monolithic entity to governance national economic development. The effort is in line with the understanding that no nation can really excel without the inclusion of its cultural and tourism parameters in the state's affairs. To what extent has Nigeria rebranded our rich cultural heritage to attract foreign investment? This and more will be the focus of our discourse this week as the Director General of the National Council for Arts and Culture, Otunba Olusegun Runsewe, speaks with us on the program this week. Otunba Runsewe is the President of the World Craft Council. My name is Kemi Fakeye. You're welcome to the program. The program is stepping up, and we are reaching you from the office of the Director General and the CEO of the National Council for Arts and Culture, in person of Otunba Olusegun Runsewe. You're welcome to the program. Let's start by taking at 2018 in retrospect. How has it been?
Well, for this sector, it's been wonderful. It's been, I can say, one of the most exciting moments for our great country. Culturally, we've been able to move to another level of people coming to understand that our cultural content can unite us, can make us live better and appreciate each other. So to me, 2018 is a year we will live to remember culturally as a nation. Okay,
this year and recently, this council organized two big programs. Let's start with the one organized in Abuja. How did it go? That is the National Arts and Crafts Expo.
Well, you see, that I'll need some little explanation. When I was appointed, it was called AFAC, yes. African Arts and Craft Expo.
So what brought about the change of name?
Well, not only change of name, the content also have moved to another level. You may not be aware, but I need to tell you. I'm also the president of the World Craft Council, African region. And I have the network, the contact to showcase Nigerian to the whole world. So why should I restrict myself to Africa? So we took it from African to International Art and Craft Expo. Very interestingly, we have over 27 countries in attendance. More Europe, Asian, etc. What has come is, you cannot continue to say people are not showcasing your country, people are not discussing your country positively. You have to set the agenda. Yeah. So, under my leadership, we have set a cultural agenda for Nigeria.
To tell the story the way it is and in our own.
And I should be. Now, a lot of foreigners were amused to see the cultural content of our great country. The craft in this country is almost unbelievable. A lot of it. So, we took it to international. First outing, and it was wonderful. We were lucky. We had the publisher of leadership newspaper, Isaiah, which had the opening ceremony, and also the Minister of Science and Tech, Ogunaya Onu, which had the closing ceremony. I mean, they all came and saw that we needed this platform to showcase the strength of our country. And it was honestly a wonderful outing.
And was this achieved?
It was truly achieved. That even countries who didn't participate were saying, wow, something is missing. So that is a plus for our great country.
Well, the theme of the program was networking Nigerian arts, to the whole world.
Yeah, networking Nigerian arts and craft to the whole world.
Yes. Did some of the countries that went back with some of our ideas in terms of buying into some of the things that we do here?
Absolutely. That was one of the targets. That was the focus. You see, it's unfortunate that we have one of the best manpower. Our population should be an advantage to us. Well, you see, the creative industry is a great one. I have a message I've been sending recently. This is the only sector that nobody is useless. Yeah. Even if you make F9 plus in school, you are useful in this sector. We don't need a PhD, we don't need an MSc, we don't need even a not even a diploma for you to produce what will make sense. It's about creativity, focus, belief, and you are there. The strategy to help to reduce poverty in our nation. Look at what they did in Malaysia. See what they did in China. See what they are doing in Kuala Lumpur. It's about empowering the ordinary man on the streets. And the narratives will change. So, anybody, I repeat, that is producing any item in Nigeria that can add value, whether cultural or otherwise, I am there to do business with them. Once they can employ one more Nigeria, they have touched my heart. So the idea is, this sector is the sector that will save this country. So we also have people producing tie and dye material now.
Okay.
And
even mats for prayers, those things.
People used to go and buy mats from Saudi Arabia, for God's sake. Meanwhile, Nigerian mat is more friendly than anyone you get all over the world because our mats are well knitted. And that brings to mind what the Chinese did in 1991. They got some of the visually inspired people, the blind, in their system, and took them to a village and they were producing. The blind people, visually inspired people, are the best knitters in the world. They never see a pretty woman passing or anything that is attractive.
So the idea just
they are concentrated
in their head.
Yes, to do what they want to do. So that is a plus to that economy. So we also are doing the same. We have over, I think, about 75 visual inspired people in Bauchi now who are producing one of the bed bags. We have another one in Delta. So, to me, we must come to terms. Foreign exchange.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that will be the change that we've been waiting for. Because if you produce 300 bags now, and we take it out, there's another woman called Leluc. She produced bags. Recently, during our program, 2 African countries are asking to buy large quantity to take to their country, branded with their name. So, what is missing in Nigeria, my dear, is packaging, which this agency is working on to package in a way that people will see it and ask.
And that leads us to the next question. How is the council or government assisting these people, these small-scale entrepreneurs?
This I'm showing to you. This is what I'm giving out as season package for people. My name is there, season greeting from the DG of NCAC. This is Gary, yam flour, and beans flour. This altogether is under 3,500 naira.
And produced by a Nigerian.
Produced by a Nigerian. They call the Virtual Dynamics Limited Foods. They're in Lagos. Now, this alone, I can afford, instead of buying a bag of rice now, this will give me 25 packs out of a bag of rice.
I know that this council is also into, scale acquisition programs. You have explained some of it. But in terms of assisting those people financially, how much is the council doing?
Well, I can tell you.
One thing is for you to have the idea. Another thing is to translate it into the final product. And money plays a major role.
I totally agree with you. That is why immediately I was appointed. I got in touch with Bank of Industry. And Bank of Industry, we're perfecting the papers now. For a very long time, people think this sector is about dancing, music, etc. Far from it. This is the sector that have saved so many countries of the world. If you recollect, in 1979, when there was a bomb blast in London, and that affects their culture and tourism inflow, the government brought out money to change the narratives so that the money can come back. I will also leak a secret, maybe for the first time to you today. Do you know that from Friday to Sunday, in Lagos alone, they take pictures worth 7 million naira. Friday to Sunday. Parties, birthdays, naming ceremony, burial, etc. 7 million. Somebody in Lagos now use his or her brain and have this small printer. So right there at the venue, they take your photograph, you'll be amused. Within 2-3 minutes, your picture is there.
Yeah.
That sector, people will be shocked. I did a powerful research. Moved from 7 million to almost 28 million in 3 days. Everybody that goes for an occasion, now, they will take that picture and keep for reference purposes. But I now got a new message from some people. They will go and stand with the celebrant and make sure that picture is taken, and they will keep it. Because most times, celebrants don't know you come to their party.
That's
when
it.
you now say, I didn't see you.
Please,
here you are. It will be a great country.
Let's take a short break at this point. We'll be back in a moment. Please stay with us. You're welcome back. The program is still stepping up, and we are still rubbing minds with the Director General, CEO of the National Council for Arts and Culture, Otunba Olusegun Runsewe, on the program. We have spoken so much about the International Expo. Then the second one that you held this year was NIFEST in Port Harcourt. Tell us about it.
Well, you see, first and foremost, we must get something clear. NIFEST started in 1970. After the Civil War. After the Civil War, our own forefathers said, look, we have gone to war. We have disagreed. Now we are back. If you remember, they say, no victor, no vanquish. That is a great thing that happened to Nigeria. I wish every Nigerian can reconnect to that moment of glory for this great country. After that, they said, look, what can we use to cement and allow this unity to continue? And NIFEST was identified.
Okay.
That was the story. That is the real story of NIFEST. They now use NIFEST to unite, reconnect, and bring us together as a people. After 1970, a lot of lip service was paid to it. Please, we must get something clear. In this sector, there is no tribal sentiment, religious, political, or otherwise. Our fundamental and primary objective is how do we unite this country for peace and unity. In
spite of our diversity.
In spite of that. That should be a strength for us. And when I got to office, my first outing was in Kaduna. However, I must commend Governor El-Rufai of Kaduna State, who gave us tremendous support. The connection again, which was beautiful in that place, was that the first meeting held in this country of unity was in Lord Lugard Hall in Kaduna. First, in the 50s. So our colloquium then is called, was held right in the spot, in the hall, that unity started negotiation in this country, in Kaduna. So that was the key one. So after Kaduna, I now came back, went on the drawing board, said, look, let us redefine NAFES. Let us develop a content for it. And that's why we were lucky. The governor of Rivers State, Governor Wike, accepted to host. I do apologize to him when I went to the program, because initially I said, can this man give me what we want for this program? But honestly, he performed wonderfully well, that he won the heart of the world.
How many states of the Federation attended?
We had 26 states.
Was there any international observer or participants?
Oh, we had. We have 7 country observers in Port Harcourt. Now, the beauty of it was, the governor did what nobody has ever done before.
And what was that?
Thank you. The governor personally, I repeat, personally, set up a world-class committee. The governor personally checked everything involved there. The governor won my heart with one wonderful thing. Personally visited all the venue. I almost could not believe it. I was tremendously impressed with him. I was shocked when they said the governor himself visited venues, and he said, no, this is not the standard.
Will you say this is the best we can get from NAFES?
No, the best ever we have gotten is Rivers. And again, we must get something clear. Rivers State is the only state in this country today that has a cultural center. Soundproof wall, synthetic floor, micro setting of international standard, and a television station can pick your feed from outside the hall. I couldn't believe what I saw in Rivers State. Honestly, if something is good, we should say it is good.
You gave awards. What were the criteria?
Most of the awards are awards which competitive one within states. We try to use it to bring the children together. We try to use it to bring different sector of creative industry together. Produce something, they compete. So those are the areas.
Well, in the course of your explanation, you spoke about the state-of-the-art facilities in the cultural center in Rivers State. The cultural center, the village that we have in Abuja, was God burnt some time ago. What are the plans to get it rehabilitated?
Hi, you have touched a sensitive part of me. You see, it's a shame that Ghana, Cameroon, Mali, Gambia, and others have cultural centers of a world class, and Nigeria don't have one. I came to office. Our own cultural center was where criminals are bound, was where drug is being sold, was where all the terrible things in this country have been done. And I said, no, never again. And I took charge. Today is history, because we are rebuilding now. If you go there now, we are reconstructing. I will not open my eyes and allow some few individuals to destroy this great country. The people that were there before have not paid rent since 2010. It was a deal going on. They were paying 46,000 to government and rent it out for 2.6 million. Wow. Again, yes. The good intention of government to help the ordinary man has been defeated. It was supposed to be the shop for ordinary person to come and make some little. Now, some few privileged individuals take them for 46,000 and rent it for 2.5 million. Well, Nigerians will celebrate me very soon. Everybody that wants a shop there is a cultural village. Your business must be culturally related. We are going to do serious profiling. We're going to get your passport photograph. You will be the owner. There's no more third party. Anywhere you go, that is a specialized market. If you want to do business, please go to Wuse Market, go to Garki Market, go to other markets, or go and rent a plaza. This is a market meant for the ordinary person on the street. It's not a bourgeois. It's not a competitive place. We want the ordinary woman who want to sell her art and craft, the ordinary man, and the upcoming Nigerians to benefit from that, not to come and turn it to an estate business. No, I stopped it, and very soon Nigerians will be very proud of what we want to achieve there.
So that means the cultural village is work in progress.
Absolutely. If you want today, you want to go there, I can take you there, you see it. We are clearing now.
Okay.
We're going to do it. No more thatch roof. No. We're not going to put proper roofing, POP, and make the cultural content, the aesthetics of culture will still remain. But this time, no more business as usual.
Okay, what are other steps you are taking to rebrand, this council, to really give it a new face?
Branding? No. I've already built a new brand identity for the council. We now are seen as serious-minded agency that want to add our value. You see, we must get something clear. This sector is supposed to support the private sector, create an enabling environment so that if they can make some little returns from their own angle, there will be less tension on government.
Yeah.
That's what we are supposed to be doing.
Okay.
We are a federal agency. We are supposed to support the state agencies, improve them. When I was in tourism those days, I took all the commissioners to South Africa on a tour. I'm planning to take all the commissioners of culture and tourism now on a tour. You see, one mistake has been made. This sector is not domesticated. No, it is an international business. You must know what other countries want to come to your country. If you don't, you'll be running at cross purposes.
Okay, and are you making efforts to know this so that, the vista of the sector will be more expanded and exposed?
With total sense of responsibility and respect, I can tell you that this gentleman sitting down here, I can give you at the palm of my hands the major countries that are running culture to drive the economy. I have all it takes. One of it is festivals. The second is the cultural content. And the third is the branding of items of art and craft. All this, I've been going around. I've been encouraging states. Everywhere I go now, I talk to the state commissioners. You must bring a product from your zone.
And are they cashing into this vision?
Absolutely. What they lacked before was leadership. Nobody was telling them how to package it. But now, thanks to Almighty God, we woke up at the right time, at the right place. God gave us a vision. We're key into that. So my own job is to do my cultural bits.
And the culture to promote peace and unity in Nigeria.
So 2019, I want to assure you, as God reigneth, Nigeria will be very peaceful. We're going to have a very good culture-friendly election. And we'll come back to celebrate that. Really, God is with us in Nigeria.
Thank you very much. On this note, we shall be saying bye-bye on today's edition of Stepping Up. Thank you, Otunba Olusegun Runsewe, for being our guest. Join us again next week when we shall bring you another package of the program. My name is Kemi Fakeye. Bye for now.